Welcome to yoga number 3. Today we're going to do a bit more of a meditative yoga flow. So we're not focusing on strength or endurance here. We're just focusing on calming our minds, connecting back to our bodies, connecting back to your breath, really learning how to de-stress here, declutter your mind. So, legs folded, hands placed lightly on the knees, nice flat back, open your chest, pull your abs in, and breathe. Inhale and slow exhale. Through the nose and out the nose. Take maybe 10 breaths here. Take your time with it. Concentrate on inhaling, fill the lungs, fill the belly, hold at the top, and then slowly exhale. So this is a really nice flow for any of you that have a crazy schedule, a crazy job, a crazy life, whatever is burdening you right now. I want you to let it go here. Leave everything off the mat. Now inhale up, hands to the heart, and breathe. Deep inhale. Now let's just do a gentle stretch over to the side. Start opening up the side body. Open up your shoulder joint. Inhale up again. And again, hands to the heart. Deep breath. So this flow can be your go-to whenever you're stressed. Whenever you're overwhelmed, I want you to think about this flow, perform the flow. Think about the breath. Let's come into all fours for a cat-cow. So inhale, look up, bring the belly towards the mat. Exhale, squeeze the abs in, arch the back. Bring your chin into your chest. So just a couple times back and forth. Again, getting more connected to our breath here. And now come up on the toes, and we're going to push back into down dog. Our first down dog of the workout. So just kind of walk your dog here. Alternate bending the knees. Prep your hamstrings and your back, your shoulders. We're just gently opening everything up. Again, releasing tension, releasing stress from the body. Stress can be one of the worst things that you can carry with you. Not only is it a burden to your mind, but it's a burden to your entire system. It's a burden on your heart. Don't want that. Not to mention, the more stress you have, the more cortisol you build up, and the more belly fat you maintain. So, connect, breathe. Now gently walk your feet in to meet your hands. And let's just do a gentle fold. So slight bend in the knees. You can grab opposite elbows and just sway side to side. Starting to open up your hips. Let your back relax. And breathe. Hands to the mat. Flat back. And forward fold. And reach up. Inhale. Arms overhead, arch the back. And again, inhale up, reach the arms up. Forward fold. And let's perform a gentle twist here. So, left hand's on the mat, left knee bent, right arm up straight, right leg straight. And now let's switch. I love these twisting movements. It's really good, especially if you're squeezing your abs in and doing it right. It's really good for detoxifying the liver, for cleansing your system. It's a gentle way to get some ab work in. And now let's step back into plank. And let's get into a nice little inchworm position. Knees, chest, and chin, Ashtanga. So elbows are straight back, arms are against the body, hands flat, chin is on the mat. Good throat chakra. And now Now let's just extend a leg up, start to warm up the glutes. Again, just gently connecting to your body. Now let's switch. And pressing through the heel, extend that leg up, squeeze the abs in, and breathe. And gently bring the leg back down. And now just shift forward into low cobra. Come up on the toes, and we're going to shift back over bent knees into down dog. So you should be able to get into this a little bit deeper. Maybe heels are closer to the mat here. And again, if you're still feeling tight, go ahead and walk your dog. Alternating a slight bend in the knees, pushing the opposite heel into the mat, releasing tension in the hips, releasing tension in the hamstrings. And now, three-legged dog. Bring the left leg up, hold, and connecting to our body, connecting the mind to the muscles. And now open the knee up, so a nice little hip opener. Your foot's going to come across your body. Your knee's going to open up to the side. Keep your gaze forward. Breathe. And now back through three-legged dog, and we're just going to switch sides. So right leg up, nice and straight. Squeeze your glutes. Think about your glute lifting that leg up higher and higher. You're not arching your back to do so. And actually being in this position kind of forces you to really engage the muscle to properly lift that leg up. And now a nice hip opener. Heel is going to come across the body, knees bent. Open up and breathe. Travel back through three-legged dog, back into your down dog. Slight bend in the knees, spring yourself forward. Forward fold. Let the head hang. And now again, back into our twist. And twist to the other side. So you shouldn't feel too stressed, or this workout shouldn't feel too strenuous for you. It should feel really meditative, relaxing, peaceful. Let go of the clutter in your mind. Just focus on what's happening on the mat. It's really hard to be present in the moment, especially in the type of world that we live in, not to mention the types of jobs people have now. We're constantly working, we're constantly driving, traveling here, traveling there. There's so much going on in everyone's lives. It's really hard to come back to yourself. So take this 30-minute workout to just be about you. About you, about your body, about finding peace. So forward fold, and now we're going to plant the hands on the mat. Jump back right into your chaturanga. Hold. Breathe. And now let's flow into up dog. It's on the tops of the feet, so legs are straight. Palms pressing into the mat. And you can kind of sway the hips side to side, help open up the hips, release tension in the back, and now shift back into down dog. So, three-legged dog, point the toe, and now knee to the nose. Exhale, squeeze the abs in, and then extend and inhale. Just a few reps there. And hold. Now bring the leg back to the mat, other side. Point the toe. Exhale, squeeze the knee towards the forehead or the nose. And inhale, extend the leg up. Here we go. 3, 4, 5. Now bring the leg back down to the mat, back into your down dog. Now bent knees, jump the legs in, forward fold. You can grab the back of the ankles or the calves and help pull yourself deeper into that stretch. So here on the stretch, you actually want to think about placing pressure in the ball of the feet, not your toes, but the ball of your feet. Whereas normally we put pressure in the heels. So that's going to help you kind of really hinge from the hips and stretch those hamstrings out. And you're arching the back here. And now we're just going to move into a little moving meditation here. So starting with Warrior 1. Back foot is angled out about 45 degrees. Front foot is straight ahead. You want to keep your hips forward, so think about kind of turning your hips. In a lot of yoga classes, they refer to it as the headlights. You want your headlights shining forward. So think about that. And then from there, we're just going to shift into Warrior 2. Hold, front knee bent 90 degrees, back leg straight. Back foot turns out now. And now, Peaceful Warrior. Starting with straight legs here. Exhale, fold. Hands coming to the... Good, and then hand up. Inhale, extend. So just flow through the Peaceful Warrior a few times. If it helps, you can always watch the tape ahead of time just so you can see what's coming up. I don't want you to stress the movements too much. I always really emphasize that in our other workouts, that I want you to stress the form, the movements, the this, the that. Here, I want you to just flow. Just free flow. Now we're going to get a little bit of strength in, again, just connecting to our muscles. You're going to curl through the toes to touch the back knee to the mat. Extend up into low lunge. Now stretch. Inhale, arch the back, reach the arms up. And clasp your hands together if you'd like, and then hands down to the mat. And from there, right into lizard pose. Again, something we're familiar with at this point. It's okay if you're not a pro at it by now. That's fine. Just work into it as deep as you can. And from this position, we're going to work on an arm balance. So I did throw some arm balances in here. Again, not to stress you out, but just to play, just to kind of see where you're at. So you're going to hook the knee over the arm. So your knee is kind of on top of your arm here. It sounds a little weird, but once you get that hook, you're going to start leaning forward. Press through the toes to spring yourself up and extend the legs. So that right leg is on top of the right arm. And then from there, you're going to jump back into chaturanga and shift into up dog. Again, if you can't do that, that's fine. Just play with it. Have some fun with it. And then down dog. Shift forward, jump the feet in, forward fold. And inhale, reach up. Arch the back. Exhale, and let's come to the other side. So now, left knee bent, right leg back, foot is angled 45 degrees, hips are forward. Inhale, reach up, look ahead. So this is absolutely not about perfection. It's just about connection. And now shift into Warrior 2. So front leg bent 90 degrees, back leg is straight, your foot is perpendicular. As your arms extend, think about pressing your shoulders down the back. Don't let your shoulders raise up into your neck, and really push energy out through your fingers. You want your whole body engaged. And now let's go through our Peaceful Warrior flow. So starting with legs straight, reaching back, and then folding forward. Now this time we're going to bend the front knee, sink deeper into that Peaceful Warrior. Rotate forward, elbows bent on the leg, arm reaches overhead. Breathe. Now again, reach back, look up, open the chest, open the side body, and now we're going to fold to the floor. Reach the opposite arm up, look up towards the ceiling, and shift forward. So shifting into that low lunge position, we're going to hold it, hands to the heart. From here, we're going to dip the knee to the mat. It's just a couple reps, again, just to connect the mind to the muscles. And now bring the knee down to the mat. Inhale, reach up. Arch the back. And now let's shift into lizard. So again, coming to the edge of the outside foot. That's going to help you open the hip to sink your forearms down to the mat. And just breathe. Now from here, we're going to go for that arm balance. So as you can see, I'm kind of bringing my arm to the outside of the foot now. That's going to help you get that hook. So your bent knee is hooked on the outside of your arm. Just think about placing it right on the tricep. From there, you're going to shift your hand back inside. You're going to start bending your elbows 90 degrees, shift forward, look ahead, lift the legs up. If you can't do the jump back, I'll show you a modification. You're just going to step the back foot down and just gently come back to start. You'll flow through an inchworm. So knees, chest, and chin. And low cobra. So now staying with our belly on the mat, we're going to move into locust. So legs are up, thighs are pressed together. You can link your hands behind you, open the shoulders, pull them back. Really think about lifting your chest up the entire time. That's going to keep your back engaged. That's going to help you gain flexibility, mobility, strength, and endurance. Hold it. A few breaths. Keep those thighs pressed together. Think about pressing your heels together. And then slowly lower. Hands back to the mat. Shift up into all fours. And now we're just going to perform modified push-ups. So shoulders, wrists, and elbows in line. You can bring your feet up. Just a few push-ups, again, connecting the mind to the muscles. This is all meditative. So none of it should be too strenuous. You just want to connect back to your body. And hold at the bottom, just a small pause, and press back into child's pose. Just a nice gentle breather here. And now let's bring the legs in front, nice and straight. Inhale, reach up, exhale, fold, grab your feet. We're going to start working towards another arm balance. This is one of my favorites. Compass was one of the first poses I was able to get. I found it a little bit easier than crow. So maybe you will too. If it's challenging for you, just again, work towards it. That's the beauty of yoga. It's not about perfection. It's just about having a goal and working towards it. And each time you go into a flow, you see a little bit of progress. So it's pretty rewarding. So after that gentle twist, we're going to bring that left leg up. So your shins are going to be in your arms this time. You're just going to do a gentle little rock side to side. It's going to help open up your hips so you can get nice and deep. We're going to grab the outside edge of the foot, press the left arm onto the left leg, extend the leg and look up. Keep that hook on the arm. From there, you're going to link your feet together. You're going to press your hands into the mat, bend through the arms, and start shifting forward and lift. So it's a lot of core, it's a lot of arm work, it's a lot of mental focus, it's a lot of clarity of the mind. Hold it a few breaths, maybe 5 to 10 breaths, and then just gently come back out of the pose. Right back into our nice stretch. Inhale up, legs in front, exhale, fold, and we'll perform the same movements on the other side. And out. That knee across the leg, and let's twist. So left elbow is over the right knee. You're looking behind. And now, taking that same leg, you're going to hook it with your arms, pull it into your chest, and rock side to side. Keep a nice flat back. Try not to round your back here. It's very tempting, but just try to avoid that. And again, gentle little hip opener. It's going to help prep you for the arm balance. Grab the outside edge of the foot. Really push your right arm against your right leg. Extend the leg up and look out. And now, keep the leg hooked on your arm. From here, you're going to link your feet, press your hands into the mat, shift forward, extend your legs to the side, squeeze your abs and hold. Again, 5 to 10 breaths. Just take this as time to play. I don't care if you fall out of the pose a million times. It's fine. Just take your time to work with it. Again, slow progress here. Now, keep the knees bent. Connecting back to that meditation here. Eyes closed, deep breaths. Slow your breath. Gain control again. Now this time we're going to bring elbows to the mat. We're just going to work on just some handstand prep. So you're going to place pressure on the top of your head. Hands are linked behind your head. Forearms are on the mat. Elbows wide. You're going to tiptoe your feet in until your body is perpendicular to the floor. Legs are nice and straight. This is going to help you prep for headstands and handstands. If you want to go for it, you can always find a wall and try to bring your feet up one leg at a time and see if you can hold the headstand. If not, just work on the prep. Gently come out of that. And now we're going to work into a tripod. So hands are on the mat. Again, bring the top of your head to the mat. Arms bent 90 degrees. Extend up. And you're going to start walking in and bring your knees to your elbows. Hold that position. If you're comfortable enough, you could try to extend up into a tripod headstand. If not, that's fine. Just get comfortable with this position. Otherwise, challenge yourself. I'm not great at headstands or handstands, so I like to try to challenge. So extend the legs up. As you can see, I didn't last too long, but there's no pressure here. There's no perfection necessary. It's just about connecting to your body and gently working towards your goals. So when you're done, you can shift back into down dog and enjoy a nice stretch here. Then walk your feet in to meet the hands right at the top of your mat, forward fold. Let's do a yogi toe lock. Index and middle finger, grab the big toe. And then from there, we're going to open the hips further. You're going to bring your feet the width of the mat. You're going to try to keep your feet straight. There could be a slight turnout. Now I want you to inhale up, bring hands to the heart, and we're going to sink into a yogi squat. So butt drives back, deep towards the mat. Back is flat, pressing your elbows into your knees. Trying to keep your feet pointed forward. And hold and breathe. So I just want to show you guys from the front so you can see what the position looks like. So if you're in the squat, I want you to continue to hold it. So again, Feet pointed forward, legs wide, width of the mat. Sink deep into the squat. Think about bringing your butt towards the mat, but you're hovering, you're not touching the mat. Hands to the heart, elbows into the thighs. Press in there, keep everything engaged and breathe. And now let's bring the right arm down to the mat. Left arm's going to extend up for a gentle twist and switch sides. And this is great for prepping for, weight training. When we do heavy squats, we're using heavy weights. It's really intensive on the legs. This is going to help you prepare for that. And now just extend into a forward fold. Walk the feet out wide. Bend the arms. Reach your head towards the mat. Enjoy that nice stretch. Sink deeper and deeper. Connect back to your breath. And now hands to the hips. Come up. And now let's start back at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back and fold. Hands to the mat. Jump back into chaturanga. Shift forward into up dog. And keep your knees on the mat, and we're just going to shift our butt back. So moving into another stretch, we're going to place our right hand on the right ankle. Left arm's going to extend up. We're going to arch the back, look up, and opening the throat chakra. So this is going to improve your breathing. And same thing on the other side. So this can feel a bit intense on the neck. If it's too much for you, just don't look back as far. You can try to keep the eyes a little bit more forward. That's going to help. So once you bring both hands back, you're going to shift forward again. And we're going to throw in one more arm balance, peacock. So reversing the position of the hands, fingertips pointed forward or towards you. You're still going to put a 90-degree bend in the elbows, knees are out wide, toes are together. You're going to shift forward, place your arms into your belly, keep your gaze forward. Start by lifting your bent legs, extend them straight. And your goal is to hold that position with the legs straight out. It's really challenging. As you can see, I'm not perfect at any of this, so it's just about playing with it. It's about having fun. You're letting go of all bits of stress. Don't make this a stressful thing for you. Have fun with this. Be impressed by what you can do. And if you can't do something, that's fine. That's a new goal for you to work towards. So once you've had your fun playing with the peacock, we're going to shift back into child's pose. So you could bring the knees wide, keep the toes together, sink the chest through, forehead to the mat. Arms are straight, palms are pressing into the mat. Nice flat back. Breathe. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Enjoy the stretch. When you're ready, shift forward. Let's bring our feet forward. Back on the mat, knees bent, heels close to the butt. We're going to come into a bridge. So lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes. You can start by shimmying your shoulders under your body, link your hands together, press through the heels, squeeze your glutes to lift. Open the chest. Don't lift with your back. Push up with your glutes. There's a big difference, and you'll feel it the more you think about it. Breathe. When you're ready, lower the butt to the mat. And now we're going to go for a wheel. So, palms on the mat this time. Press through the heels. Lift up. Body is arched. Think about pushing your chest forward. And you can lift up on the toes if you want a deeper stretch. This is going to feel amazing on the abs, the hips. It's a good stretch for your shoulders, your chest. Breathe. Once you've taken a few good breaths there, gently come out of the position and hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side to massage the back. Extend the legs up. We're just going to do a little bit of ab work. So you can see I had to shift up on my mat. That's fine. Make the most of your space. So starting with legs up, feet flat. You're going to start switching your legs. So one leg's going to dip towards the mat. As it raises up, the opposite leg is going to start dipping towards the mat. So 20 reps. Keeping your back flat on the mat. Head's on the mat, looking up, breathing. Again, just connecting your mind to your body. And legs up, and now we're going to shift over into plow. So legs are straight, bringing your toes overhead, stretching the back out. Deep breath here. Arms stay planted on the mat. Take a few good breaths, and then gently come out of the position. Think about lowering your back to the mat one vertebrae at a time. Slowly lower your legs. Now we're ready for our final meditation here. So get comfortable on your mat. Legs are about the width of the mat apart. Point the toes. Think about sinking your belly and your back into the mat. So just gently adjust your positions. Shoulders are on the mat. You still want to think about pulling your shoulders back. Have good strong posture here. Once you get in a good position, hold it and breathe. Inhale, nice and slow, through the nose. Fill the lungs, fill the belly. Hold at the top, then exhale. Enjoy this meditation. This is corpse pose here. This is something that you can do on a long, stressful day. You can do this before bed to help relax yourself and get into a nice sleep. Clear your mind. Whatever is burdening you, let it go. That's not present on your mat here. You are present on your mat. Think about what you did today, all of the amazing movements, and just breathe. I want you to walk away from this feeling light, happy, open-hearted. I don't want you to feel the weight of the stress that you've been carrying with you. This is the place where you let it go. So keep breathing. Keep letting go. Let your mind wander, but not to stressful places. Now bring your knees in. Gently roll up. Nice job today, guys.